I'm with Eric at the Sauer Academy, who just retired from the SWAT team, specifically working with his K-9, which we're about to see in a few moments. And Eric is going to explain the difference in law enforcement K-9s and SWAT K-9s. But you're the expert, Eric, and you're going to show us your dog here in a moment and give us a little intro on what we're about to see.
Sure, I'm getting ready to get out my dog Riddick. He's a 7-year-old German Shepherd. He was bred here in the United States. The difference primarily that you see a regular patrol or narcotics dual-purpose dog that you might see used in law enforcement is they're very, very social, right? All police dogs have to be social. The difference between a SWAT dog is we want them to be very social, right? We want a very good temperament on a dog that has that on and off switch and can go to work when he needs to. When you see when I take Riddick out, he has very high drive, right? But he's still a very friendly dog. We're going to take him out and do a couple of different things with him. We'll do an evidence recovery search, and then we're going to go inside the building here and do a search for a suspect, and we'll see how that goes.
All right, cool. Let's go check him out.
Something that's foreign to the environment and something that has a person's smell on it, right? So once he goes out and finds it, he does a passive alert, right? So you'll see if he hits, there's not a lot of wind today. If there was wind, I'd release him into the wind, right? And as soon as he hits that scent cone, you'll see a change of behavior. He starts to work that scent cone until he gets to the source of the odor, and then he just lies down in front of it, right? He might mouth it a little bit, right? He's not supposed to, but he might. We used to do retrieve alert years ago, and we got away from that because dogs were contaminating evidence. Dogs were cutting themselves on knives and having guns in their mouths and stuff like that. Bringing it back to the handler, not such a good idea, right? So now we do a passive alert, right? So it keeps that contamination down, right? Less likely for the dog to contaminate it, and it's also safer, right? So what he'll do is he'll look, and then when he finds it, he'll lay down. It will most likely be right between his paws, and then I'll reward him with the toy. All right, so you guys just hang tight right there.
How long does it take to train a dog like this?
Ask them.
Lots. So everything we do, everything we do is reward based, right? There's not a whole lot of compulsion that we do with K-9 trainings anymore. That was the days of old, right? All the training we do is based off of him having fun, interacting with me, playing with his toy. So as soon as he finds that evidence, I'm gonna give him the toy, and then we'll play for a minute. Plops. Foot. Upward. So you can see how exaggerated his tail movement is. His nose is right to the ground, and he's immediately searching. Here.
What are these commands you're saying?
They're all German commands.
So Eric, you said you got this from a local.
So watch as he works this area. Go ahead, what was the question?
You said you got him from a local breeder. Why train
Upward.
German?
I'll answer that question in 1 second.
Okay.
I just want to watch him. Here. Here. Upward. So I will direct him with just movement, right? As
What is
I
he
move
specifically sniffing for?
for human scent. Here. Upward. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Now, did you see that change of behavior when he got close to it? He jammed the brakes on real quick, right? He worked that scent cone, and then he down. So let's see where he's at. Lots. There it is, Chocolate's toy. So we'll give you an idea about the drive we're talking about, right? That's one of the biggest things we look for. Not only do we want them social, right? We want them to be environmentally sound, right? They're really good on slippery floors. They're good with loud noises like gunfire and stuff, all right? But we need them to be playful, right? That's very important because everything he does is based off of this play-reward relationship that we have. Butts, house. and we'll show you the kind of drive we're talking about. So he is crazy about this toy. Lots. Okay.
You hear the teeth snap together?
So again, that control, right, in the middle of him playing and having a good time, I give him a command, he has to lock the brakes up and listen, right?
How long does it take you to train a dog like that?
House. House. Lots. So we're looking at 16 weeks for the original patrol school.
Okay.
10 weeks maybe for a narcotic school. He's dual purpose, so he does patrol, which is evidence recovery, area searches, tracking, apprehension, obedience, so that's about 16 weeks, and then another 10, 11 weeks of narcotics, right? So most dogs that you see on the road today, a lot of them are dual purpose dogs because the agencies get just more out of that dog. So he does patrol work and narcotics work. But then it's constant upkeep, right? You know, every day you have to do something with these dogs.
And the training is predominantly reward-based.
Yes. Yep. Okay. Nuts. Out. Seats. No. Seats. Out. Seats. There you go. Nuts. Okay. Channel. Wrong one. Channel. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is Todd's gonna go hide upstairs real quick. All right, he's gonna be our bad guy. And once he gets in there and hidden, I'm gonna have you guys just go in, and you're gonna just kind of, it's a small building, but you just kind of fan out into this small little common area, and then I'll bring the dog in and we'll just do a quick search for you and just show you how the dog searches and apprehends.
Cool.
Cool.
Good?
Yeah.
All right,
Awesome.
guys. What's gonna happen is I'll bring him in, I'll let him just kind of search this area a little bit, and then I'm gonna end up, once I put him here, guys, and I have him down, all right, you guys can all come right over here so you can see what's going on if you guys want to just... Right here. Nuts. Good boy, buddy. You guys just want to kind of scoot right around there. Mike, if you can just get out of that corner there, come over this side. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just let him plots. I'll let him just kind of search this area, right? Let him go in that doorway, probe that doorway, let him sniff that door seam, right? If there's human odor from behind that door, he's gonna pick up on that and alert. After that, he'll probably make his way up the staircase and then we'll see what happens.
Any reason why you use German commands?
So traditionally, that's just something that we do in law enforcement. And the thing is that, well, my first dog was imported from the Czech, so I use Czech commands. Czech and German, a lot of the commands are very sharp. It's a sharp word, so it works out well as far as the dog hearing it. And that's one of the reasons. It's kind of one of those things we do traditionally too. Cool. That's good. Fine. Check. Good boy. Check. Good boy. Check. Good. Yeah. Lots. Lots. If you guys want to come right around here so you can see. What's lots? Good boy. Suspect, if you're upstairs, come down to the sound of my voice. It's your last warning. I'll send the dog up and you'll be bit. Suspect, it's your last warning. Find him. Find him. Find him. Good boy. Good.
Get this dog off me!
Come down the sound of my voice. I'll release the dog. Boy, get him out of there, buddy. Good. Yes. You guys want to a little bit. All the way down, bud. Platz! Aus! Fuß! Fuß! Platz. Platz. So he'll also respond if I'm assaulted. So if I go to pat down the suspect and search him for weapons, he'll respond without any verbal commands. He'll respond just off of the movement of the suspect. So I'll start to simulate a pat down. Platz. Ah! As soon as he moves on me, then the dog reacts to that. You guys want to move outside real quick? Mm-hmm. No problem. Okay, let's go. Aus. Aus. Platz. Yeah, I'll see you guys around the other side. Okay, let's go. This is a 30-footer.
Okay.
Look.
Now, is that for your protection, the dog's protection?
Platz. Todd, you can come out. All right. So I'm going to show you guys a recall real quick. All right, a recall. So, puss. So we have to make sure the dog is going to recall, right? So if we send him on a suspect, the suspect gives up, or an innocent person comes between the suspect and the dog, we have to make sure we're able to recall the dog, right? So we'll show you how that works. Platz. Platz. Go ahead, Todd. Platz. No! Fuß!
Whoa. Wow.
Fuß! Fuß! Now, since he did what he was told to do, I'll send him for an apprehension. So I'm going to send him.
Got a little chop on him. That's his reward.
Todd, you can slip it. Okay. It's so
Look what I got, Daddy.
I'm brought back an arm.
Look what I got. Did I get my gun now?
Yeah. Count. Yeah. Yeah. Aus. Yeah. Yeah.
No problem.
All right.
You guys can thank you. Tell that he's pretty strong. He broke the handle off inside of there, so
He still gets the job done, you know. And like I said before, primary thing that we use in foreign law enforcement is that searching, whether it's for drugs, whether it's for explosives, whether it's for missing people. Believe it or not, we do searches with him for missing people. What happens upon the completion of the track dictates on whether we have to use force or not. Right? But you can see the control there, right? The recall, outing when I tell him to out immediately. We're not in the business of hurting people, you know, but we use him to make it safer for us, right?
Typical lifespan, career span for working dogs?
You're looking, I mean, 8. 8's probably like high end, right?
Okay.
8 would probably be the high end, but again, it's totally subjective depending on, the dog.
Okay.
I mean, there's some dogs that have to retire early, and then you got other dogs that work, I hear, 10, 11, 12 years old.
Wow, okay.
So you've pretty much trained him 24/7 since.
Constantly.
Yeah.
It's constant. You know, to keep them that sharp and to keep him, they need to work. Yeah, I mean, you see how much energy
Do you
he
get
has.
dogs here? Do you bring them from Europe, the European dogs? The reason I'm
the-
asking is I know German Shepherds have an issue with hip dysplasia,
Right.
if there's too much inbreeding.
Yeah, so for a while it seemed like law enforcement was going overseas, the Czech, Slovakia, different places like that. But you're seeing a turn now of a lot of the breeders in the United States really breeding quality dogs.
Okay.
So he came from not even 10 minutes from here.
Oh, wow.
So he was bred right here in the U.S. So,
Okay.
right, like literally right up the road. So awesome, guys. Well, I'm glad you liked it,
Good.
and we'll get to
Thank you very much.
All right. Awesome.
Check it out from the S.W.A.T Academy. Please subscribe.